Herzlich willkommen bei den Brettspieltestern. Wir sind jetzt hier bei AEG, Eldorek Entertainment Group, und wir machen das Ganze auf Englisch, deshalb bin ich auch wieder vor der Kamera. Ich versuche halbwegs lippensynchron automatisch alles zu übersetzen. Wir müssen mal schauen, wie wir das hinkriegen. Und zwar sind einmal hier Mark. Hello Mark.
Hello.
Und Ryan ist auch da.
Hello.
Und die beiden werden uns jetzt mal die neuesten Spiele von AEG vorstellen. Okay, which are the newest game from AEG?
So the big game that we've had at this show is a game called Ecos, First Continent. I have a copy here behind me, which I shall bring out and show you. This game is a game about building a continent or building a landscape. It has a mechanic that uses bingo as its primary source. You draw elements from an element bag. These allow you to fill in cards. As your cards get filled in, they allow you to place landscape elements, build mountains, create lakes, oceans, jungles. They allow you to populate those areas with the animals. They allow the animals to eat each other, and all the time each player is trying to score victory points by creating a landscape and animal communities and habitats according to the cards that they have in front of them.
Okay.
So you're kind of working together to build this landscape, but you're competing with each other because everybody has a slightly different view of how that landscape should emerge.
Ja, okay. Also wir haben ja schon mal das Spiel schon mal vorgestellt, wenn ihr es auf unserem Channel schon gesehen habt. Ansonsten, es geht darum, dass wir im Prinzip Kontinente bauen, Wasser bauen, Dschungel bauen, Wüsten bauen, und der Main, also der Hauptaspekt des Spiels ist eigentlich ein Bingo-System. Das heißt, wir ziehen aus dem Sack Elemente raus und müssen die platzieren auf unseren Kärtchen, und da ist halt eben ein gewisser Glücksfaktor dabei. Was ziehe ich denn für kleine Würfel aus dem Sack, das weiß man vorher halt eben nicht. Und wir hatten ja auch die Problematik mit dem Spielende, das werde ich jetzt gleich nochmal fragen. We know the game, and we had heard that the finishing element, you have to reach 80 points and you don't know if it finishes fast or if it takes a long time. Was that from the beginning the meaning of the game, or did you change the ending?
Yes, the game always finished that way. The element bag is made up mainly of specific elements like sun or water or so on, but there are two wild card elements in there. And the wild card can be used to fill up one slot on the card regardless of the symbol. Yeah, it's a joker. And what happens is each player takes turns in being the harbinger, who is the person who's drawing the elements out of the bag. But when somebody crosses 80 points, you always played until the harbinger had finished their turn. So you play until the wild card is drawn, because it's the wild card that causes the bag to reset.
But that's a quite lucky ending. You don't know if the wild card comes fast or if it takes nearly as the bag is empty.
There is an element of luck in it, certainly, but you have to be able to plan for that. And it's interesting because you can be planning a strategy where you've got a number of your cards set up, and they will just start triggering each other one after the other. So you can be quite a long way behind, and you can look at somebody who's perhaps on 75 or 76 points. But you can see that they're going to trip the 80-point score, but you're actually in a better position, even though maybe you have 55, 60 points, because you know that combination come out. Sometimes the next card can be the wild, and it didn't work. But you can look and say, probably the odds are in my favor that I should be able to make this trigger before it happens. So there is an element of luck, but you can plan for it as well.
Okay, also es war von Anfang an geplant, dass das Spielende wirklich so ist, also wenn man über 80 Punkte hinausgeht, dann gibt es 2 Jokerkarten in diesem Sack, und sobald eine Jokerkarte gezogen wird, ist eben dann die Runde zu Ende, und ist einer über 80 Punkte hinausgekommen, ist auch das Spiel zu Ende. Das kann sehr, sehr glückslastig sein, also es kann eben sein, einer kommt über 80, zieht wieder einen neuen aus dem Sack raus, und zack, da ist schon der Joker, da ist die Wildcard, und dann ist das Spiel zu Ende. Das kann sich aber auch lange rausziehen, und es war schon so geplant, dass halt eben dieses Glückselement des Spielendes auch so sein soll. Okay.
It creates a strong tension at the end of the game.
Definitely.
There's definitely a strong tension where one person is hoping that you draw the wild, and you see another person catching them up.
Yeah, but because we played the game already, and we had this thing. Somebody did 80 points and was about 20 points in front, and it goes on and the wild card didn't come, and at the end it was 103 to 102 or so. It was so close, just one 1 point ahead or so, and we didn't know if that's really what the game should end.
Absolutely, because you can plan massive swings, but they take time to set up. The best game I've ever won, I was 40 points behind when somebody crossed 80.
40.
I was 40 points behind, but I was completely set up. And the tension was, there was about 12 to 15 or 16 stones left in the bag when they crossed, and I needed sort of two or three elements to make it happen, and I needed at least two of those elements to come out before the wild card, and that was a massive tension, and so I was 40 points behind. It looked like I was in a terrible position, but I actually managed to pull the win off because I was set up ready to go. So it's definitely intended to be part of the fun of the game.
Also es ist wirklich so geplant, und es kann eben so sein, dass das jemand noch nicht fertig ist, eine Kettenreaktion auslösen will, noch ein paar Elemente braucht, damit seine ganzen Punkte im Prinzip generiert werden, und das hat bei ihm schon mal funktioniert, dass er 40 Punkte aufgeholt hat. Also es ist, it's not a joke, it's wirklich, it's not a bug, it's a feature, es soll wirklich so sein. Okay, what's the next game?
Let's talk about Italia.
Okay. Ryan's going to tell you about Atelier.
Yeah, we don't know that game already, okay?
This is Atelier, the painter studio. It's a game about creating great pieces of artwork. So you are the master artist in a studio, and you send your apprentices out to the paint market to get the paint that you need, and you need to get inspiration for an amazing idea to how to paint a piece of art. And if you accumulate the correct pigments, the right paint color, you can make the painting, and then you'll score victory points based on the paintings that you make. And they have abilities. So as you're creating these amazing pieces of work, it's like a little engine builder. It changes how your studio works, the things your apprentices can do.
Translated, also es geht darum, dass man eben ein Atelier hat, dass man Maler ist, dass man seine Leute ausschickt, dass sie zum Beispiel die Farben besorgen, dass man dann auch darauf warten muss, dass man die Inspiration bekommt, wirklich das Bild zu malen, und durch das Malen der Bilder schaltet man augenscheinlich gewisse Eigenschaften frei, die einem dann im weiteren Spiel auch helfen.
So one of the things that we like about this game is that you'll learn something about the great works of art.
Real piece of art.
Yeah, that's right. So you'll see a Van Gogh or a Matisse or Leonardo. You'll see some amazing pieces of art, and maybe you learn a little something about the creative process, about how you make great art.
Also es geht hier auch um echte Künstler, also Van Gogh zum Beispiel oder auch Leonardo, und das ist wohl auch wirklich dann dargestellt. Das sieht man hier halt eben auch die verschiedenen Möglichkeiten, die verschiedenen Artworks, und das soll auch dieses Spiel transportieren.
Yeah. So worker placement, set collection, engine building.
Also es geht wirklich um Worker Placement. It's the same as in German. Yeah, you use the same word, so it's okay.
Yeah, really. Yeah. So this is on sale. It's been on sale since the summer. So this is not an Essen release, but it's only a few months old.
Okay. And will there be in German location? Yeah.
I don't know. Probably, but I'm not sure. That's not the part of the business that we manage, so the licensing guys aren't here.
Yeah, but at this moment there is only the English version.
Yeah, for now.
Also aktuell gibt es nur die englische Version. Vielleicht wird es eine deutsche Übersetzung geben oder eine deutsche Lokalisation. Das ist noch nicht raus. Vielleicht auch einen deutschen Download. Das ist alles noch offen. Da sind die beiden Herren leider die falschen Ansprechpartner. So, wir starten gleich weiter. Next game.
So I can tell you about two more games that were new at the show.
Yeah.
I don't have any copies that I can show you on video because we completely sold out of both of them.
Congratulations.
So, well, we've completely sold out of ECOS as well. I just happen to have two copies, but these are now completely gone. So the first one is a game that we released at Gen Con as part of our big game night, and it's a game called Point Salad. It's a very fast, easy to learn game where the cards are two-sided.
Yeah.
Well, one side is a salad ingredient like lettuce or tomato or onion, and the other side is a point scoring mechanism. So it might say you score 8 points for each combination of tomato, lettuce and onion.
Yeah. And every card is different. The back of every card is a different way to score points. So there's 121 ways to score points.
And each turn you either draft two ingredients or one sort of recipe card.
Yeah.
And you go all the way around, until it's finished. And you're trying to make a salad that matches the points. So you're drafting a point system that matches the ingredients that you're getting.
Yeah.
But some of the cards have minus points. So you might get a card that says carrots are worth 5 points, lettuces are worth 3 points, but tomatoes are worth -1 point.
Okay,
So you're constantly trying to get the right ingredients to match the right salads. Somebody said to me at Gen Con, how difficult is this game? I said, I can teach you to play in 30 seconds. And it took me 23 seconds. And they sat and they played the game. It's a very easy, very light game, but has amazing replay value because, as Ryan says, each point scoring thing is different. You can shuffle it up and play it again. It's very quick. It's a lot of fun, and has done really well for us at Essen.
Can you tell the name again?
Point Salad.
Okay, also Sie haben noch 2 Spiele, die Sie uns mitteilen wollen, haben leider kein Material dabei, weil die ausverkauft sind, von daher herzlichen Glückwunsch. Point Salad ist eins davon, das ist ein Kartenspiel, basiert aus 120 Karten, die beidseitig bedruckt sind. Auf der einen Seite ist eine Salatzutat wie eine Tomate, eine Zwiebel oder auch Paprika oder sonst irgendwas, und auf der anderen Seite ist eine Möglichkeit, wie man Punkte erzielen kann, und da gibt es eben 120 verschiedene Möglichkeiten. Das heißt, jedes Spiel läuft anders. Es kann sein, dass man über dieses Punktesystem eben sehr viele Punkte generiert, aber es kann auch sein, dass es Minuspunkte bringt, sodass zum Beispiel habe ich eine Kombination, wo Zwiebeln oder Paprika mir Punkte bringen, aber die Tomaten bringen Minuspunkte, sodass jedes Spiel anders abläuft und man auch jedes Spiel anders spielen muss. Er hatte eben gerade gesagt, dass es ungefähr 23 Sekunden dauert, das Spiel einem zu erklären, wenn man das Spiel halt eben richtig gut kennt, aber es scheint ein sehr einfaches Spiel zu sein, ein sehr schnelles Spiel, das aber einen hohen Wiederspielreiz hat.
That game is available in German.
In German, but do you need a German translation? Just the rules. Just the rules. Okay, but it's sold out right now here in Essen, but it's normally in the shops available.
Yes.
Okay, also es ist jetzt hier auf der Messe in Essen ist es ausverkauft, aber in den deutschen Läden wird es das geben und es gibt auch eine deutsche Version davon. Okay, last game.
So the last thing we released here at Essen was a new expansion for a game called War Chest. War Chest came out last year, the original base game, and it was very popular at Essen, so we chose to release the first expansion for War Chest here at Essen.
It's called War Chest Nobility.
The expansion is called Nobility, and War Chest itself is an asymmetric, abstract war game for 2 or 4 players, where you're trying to capture locations on a board. It's a little bit like a deck building game, and a little bit like chess.
Okay.
So you take coins, put them in a bag, draw them out of the bag. As you use them, they get discarded and you refill the bag, and so you keep cycling through them like that. The new expansion is, as you would expect, is about the nobility. So we have an Earl and a Herald, and we have Bannerman. We bring 4 new units to the game, and we've brought a new little mechanic to support what was in the game before.
Ja. Also was noch rausgekommen ist, eine Erweiterung für War Chest. War Chest ist letztes Jahr rausgekommen, war scheinbar sehr erfolgreich. Das ist so eine Mischung aus im Prinzip ein Board-Building-Game kombiniert mit Deck und halt eben auch mit Chess, sodass es halt eben eine gewisse Überkreuzung ist. Und die Erweiterung bringt halt eben neue Möglichkeiten, neue Karten, heißt War Chest Ability. Von daher, is it in Germany available?
I don't know.
War
Chest, I think is.
I don't know if War Chest is available in German.
I haven't heard about it.
It's licensed in several languages, but I don't know if German is one of them.
Also es ist auch nicht ganz raus, ob War Chest überhaupt in Deutschland erhältlich ist oder auch lokalisiert wurde. Auf Englisch ist es auf alle Fälle available. It's available in your online store, surely, yeah?
It is available in our online store, yes.
Ja. Okay, also es ist auf alle Fälle online bei AEG erhältlich, das definitiv. Has it something about, there was about 30 years ago, there was a game, Amiga 500, it's called Battle Chest. Has it something to do with that?
No. It's the game is played on a hexagonal board, and you place units onto the board. But you only ever have 4 units, and the coins that you draw, when you first put them onto the board, they become the unit, and then you have to have a matching coin to make the unit do something once it's on the board. So it's a game where the understanding the probability and the composition of the bag that you're building, because you place the units on the board, but you also draw extra coins. So you're calculating the possible moves of the different units that you've put on the table. Each player has 4. You can play it as a 4-player game as well, but it's 2 or 4. But the thing about it is, while every coin can do all the basic things, each coin has a special ability. So the cavalry can move faster, the archers can shoot further, the pikemen are hard to attack, the marshal can order other units to attack. So it's a game where every unit plays like a checkers piece or something like that, but they have a special ability a bit like a chess piece. And the bag that you're using to draw the coins from, affecting and changing the composition of your bag is where an understanding how likely and how probable it is that different pieces can move is where the gameplay is.
Okay, also das Grundspiel ist das War Chess, hat also nichts mit Battle Chess zu tun. Das gab es mal auf dem Amiga 500, lange her, kennt wahrscheinlich fast kein Mensch mehr. Also es geht schon darum, dass man halt eben nur 4 Charaktere eigentlich hat. Man kann das Spiel mit 2 und 4 Personen spielen. Der einzelne Spieler hat nur 4 Charaktere und muss aus einem Sack mehr oder weniger Coins rausziehen, die erstmal nur diesen Charakter überhaupt ins Spiel bringen. Und die gleiche Art von Coin muss auch benutzt werden, damit der Charakter irgendwas machen kann. Das heißt zum Beispiel der Bogenschütze kann mit dem Pfeil und Bogen schießen oder die können sich bewegen und ähnliches. Und jeder Charakter hat noch eine Special Ability, das heißt, das ist eine Spezialfähigkeit, die eben nur dieser Charakter hat, und das hat eine gewisse Ausübung. Das heißt eben, der Bogenschütze kann weiter schießen zum Beispiel und so weiter und so fort. Okay, sadly we don't know the game here in Germany, or we don't know it, but we'll check it on your homepage definitely.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah.
Hope the mess here in Essen was a great adventure for you, and it was
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Very good.
perfect. That's how it should be.
Yes.
Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Ja, danke schön.
Thank you.
Tschüss, macht's gut.